Good evening, class. Good evening to all Blue Jays, our families, and our special guest. My name is Melissa Sharp, principal at Junction City High School. On behalf of Blue Jay Nation, I'm honored to welcome all of you to Shank Gymnasium and the 26th Annual Academic Letter Banquet. I know you're ready to celebrate some wonderful student achievements and also honor the people who are responsible for bringing us all together. I would like to communicate to our families that this ceremony is a celebration of you and the value that you place on your students' education. And to also say thank you for encouraging your students to strive for academic excellence while enrolled in our school. As always, tonight's ceremony will be live streamed to our school website. Family members who cannot be with us this evening are still able to see the academic recognition, and you may watch the replay at your convenience. A special thank you to Mr. Doug Salee for providing this service. Before beginning our banquet, I would like to take a moment to introduce to you the community members that truly make this event happen every year. On the back of your programs, there is a list of Academic Booster Club sponsors. I would ask that you patronize these businesses, these local businesses. They have and always have and continue to support academics at our school. I would also like to recognize those business partners that are with us tonight. Please stand when I call your name. Central National Bank, Eagle Broadcasting, Cloud County Community College, Flint Hills OBGYN, Initials Inc., Green Machine Sports, Hoover Law Firm, JC's Barbecue and Grill, Geary Community Schools Foundation, Jim Clark Chevrolet, and Dr. Rick Van Der Rijk. Approximately 60 teachers and staff members are in attendance this evening. Please stand if you work at Junction City High School for me. I would like to thank each of you for what you do for Blue Jay Nation each day. I would like to recognize our Board of Education members in attendance tonight and thank them for their work on behalf of the school district and Junction City High School. President Rena Neal, Vice President Jim Schmidt, Mr. David Walker, Dr. Anwar Corey, Mrs. Sarah Talley, Mrs. Christy Hayden. School Board. I haven't seen our Fort Riley Board of Ed rep with us tonight. Is Garrison Commander Colonel Schrader with us? Oh, stand up, sir. I want to say to you, sir, personally, thank you for your support of Blue Jay Nation, but more importantly, thank you for your service to this country. We appreciate you. I would also like to give a note of thanks to our central office personnel for supporting academics, activities, and events at Junction City High School. With us tonight, Mr. David Weil, Director of Business Operations, Josh Ferguson, Marketing and Media Specialist, Marilee Frederick, Finance, Carl DeArmond, Director of Technology, Nathan Downs, Director of Special Education, Courtney Eichhorn, Assistant Director of Special Education, Don Toomey, Director of Personnel Services, Pam Irwin, Director of Teaching and Learning, and at their first academic banquet, Associate Superintendent Lacey Sell, and Superintendent Dr. Reginald Eggleston. Thank you. A very special thank you to my assistant, Mrs. Belle Whaley, for her endless and selfless work on the activity calendar. She works tirelessly during the summer to help raise funds to support our effort. I would also say that she is accompanied today and every day by Ellie Dillon, Loretta Younghans, Joanna Noriega, our ABM custodial and maintenance staff, our Fine Arts Department, the Junction City High School JROTC program, and the members of our district print shop. Those names are listed on the back of your program as well. Events like tonight don't just happen. They're the product of long days, long hours, successful teams, and it's all to benefit our students. So I'd like you at some point when you see these folks during the night, please take a moment to say thank you. You will be entertained tonight by our Performing Arts Department. Mr. Jared Morris will be conducting the jazz band, and our vocal music students will perform the national anthem, as well as perform a selection of music directly from our spring musical, The Little Mermaid. These students are led by Mr. Michael Brown. Please welcome the JROTC Color Guard as they present the colors of our nation. National anthem will be sung by Miss Elaine Clements.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. After tonight's invocation, dinner will be served. And again, our Fine Arts Department will provide the entertainment at that time. And at the conclusion of dinner, we will begin the academic program. Tonight's invocation will be conducted by Senior Miranda Wigton Torres. Miranda will be honored with her third consecutive academic letter this evening. While a student at Junction City High School, Miranda has been heavily involved in our performing arts programs. She has been involved in every spring musical, including this spring's The Little Mermaid. She is a member of 3 performance choirs, chamber choir, JC Singers, and Lady Blues. She is a 2-time state vocalist, and she has traveled with our choir to Lincoln Center and will participate in this summer's trip to Carnegie Hall. She is also treasurer of our senior class, was currently recognized as the Fine Arts and Human Services Student of the Month in January. Miranda plans to attend the University of Kansas. I know, you're happy about that. And has already been accepted. She plans to major in Eastern Asian culture with a focus on Korean language. Her ultimate professional goal is to teach English and Korean in the United States or in Korea. And then I said, well, what about both? And she said, okay. When I asked Miranda to tell me about her favorite thing here at Junction City High School, she immediately said, it's the people. Everyone here is so fun. Miranda is the daughter to Mr. Jay Wigton and Mrs. Lisa Torres Wigton. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage Miranda Wigton.
Lord, so often we are too humble Give us hard work into being here. We are so blessed to be here with our classmates, family, staff, and friends. May God bless the food we are about to eat and bless everyone here tonight. Amen.
We will begin service.
Good evening, everybody. Mr. Michael Brown, and the evening's entertainment, we have 4 of our lead roles from Disney's The Little Mermaid that are here with us today. So you can go ahead and eat, but you're probably very familiar with the story of The Little Mermaid. Ariel is a rebellious teenager that many of us are familiar with, and she wants to live her own life, and she gets legs and goes against her father's wishes. And there's a little crab that is constantly pestering her about things, but he's such a good friend and still wants everything to go all right for her. And in Act 2, he sings a song called Kiss the Girl, and Darius Sparks is going to sing that.
She don't got a lot, something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl. Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. Possible she want you to. There is one way to ask her. It don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl. Sing with me now. Sha la 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 la, my oh my, look like the boy too shy. Ain't gonna kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, ain't that sad? It ain't a shame, too bad. He gonna miss the girl. Now's your moment. Floating in the blue lagoon. Boy, You better do it soon, so time will be better. She don't say a word, and she won't say a word until you kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, don't be scared. You got the mood prepared. Go on and kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, don't stop now. Don't try to hide it. How you wanna kiss the girl? Sha la 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 la, float along and listen to the song. The song say, kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, music play. Do what the music say. You gotta kiss the girl. You gotta kiss the girl. Go on and kiss the girl. You got to kiss the girl. Kiss the girl.
Okay, so we're all familiar with that song from The Little Mermaid, but the musical is about an hour longer than the Disney's movie of it, and the only way that happens is when they add original content to it. So this next song is actually a quartet, but we're going to just do the first half of it, where Ariel and Eric are singing about their desires for what they hope comes here after Kiss the Girl is sung. And it's just a beautiful little duet that we're going to have. And Ariel is played by Peyton Tabb, and Prince Eric by Nathan Buckland.
If only you could know the things I long to say. If only I could tell you what I wish I could convey. It's in my every glance, my heart's an open book. You'd understand it all if only you would look. If only you could glimpse the feeling that I feel. If only you could notice what I'm dying to reveal. The dreams I can't declare, the needs I can't deny. You'd understand them all if only you would try. All my secrets, you would learn them. All my longings, you'd return them. Then the silence would be broken. Not a word would need be spoken.
What is it about her that's so wonderfully, impossibly familiar? Why do I feel dizzy in a way I've only felt but once before? How come when she looks at me it seems like time's ticking? Almost like the way it did that day upon the shore. But that
If only it were true, if only for a while. If only you would notice how I ache behind my smile. I guess you never will, I guess it doesn't show. But if I never find a way to tell you so. Oh, what I would give if only you could.
Our students are actually just finished rehearsal about 10 minutes before this event started, and if you would like to come and support our students, March 5th, 6th, and 7th at 7 p.m. in Settles Auditorium, we'll be performing The Little Mermaid. Tickets are still a steal at only $5 a piece, but I will encourage you to start ordering them soon. They'll go on sale next week. We anticipate it selling out pretty early, especially since we have 60 members in the cast, so please come visit us at the music office and we'll get you those tickets. Our last performance of the evening is Elaine Clements playing my favorite role in The Little Mermaid is Ursula, and she's going to give us a little bit of Poor Unfortunate Soul.
I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways, repented, seen the light, and made a switch. True, yes. And I fortunately know a little magic. It's a talent that I always have possessed. And here lately, please don't laugh. Use it on behalf of the miserable, lonely, and depressed, pathetic, poor, unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor, unfortunate souls, it's sad, but true. They come flocking to my cauldron, crying spells, Ursula, please, and do I help them? Yes, I do. Now it's happened once or twice. Someone couldn't pay the price, and I'm afraid I had to rake them across the coals. Yes, I've had the odd complaint, but on the whole I've been a saint to those poor, unfortunate souls. The men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. Yet on land it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. And after all, dear, what is idle prattle for? Come on! They're not all that impressed with conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. But they dote and swoon and fawn on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets the man. Come on, you poor, unfortunate souls in pain, and make your choice. Oops. I'm a very busy woman, and I haven't got all day. It won't cost much, just your voice. You poor, unfortunate souls, it's sad, but true. If you want to cross a bridge, my sweet, you got to pay the toll. Take a gulp and take a breath. Go ahead and sign the scroll. Flotsam, jetsam, now I got her, boys. The boss is on a roll. You poor, unfortunate souls.
Our next performers for you tonight are in the jazz band, and our first number that we're going to play for you goes to the roots of jazz. We're going to be playing Second Line, which is in the style of early New Orleans jazz music, and we'll feature several soloists. If you after each soloist, feel free to clap in the middle of the solo, which is typical for a jazz. So hope you enjoy. The next piece we're going to play for you features a trombone soloist, Will Osorio, and it's titled Cerulean Blue. next song is going to remind all of us of our childhood and channel that inner little kid that's still there. We're going to play Sesame Street. Thank you. Our last number for you is Feeling Good, the arrangement that Michael Bublé sings. And we're going to do an instrumental version of that same arrangement.
Before we begin tonight's program, we need to conduct some housekeeping. I would ask everyone to please silence your electronic devices and give your undivided attention to our guest speaker and our student recognitions. At the conclusion of each round of awards, Life Touch Photography will be taking a class photo on the risers to my right and your left. We encourage parents to capture the moment with a photo as well. Please make your way to the stage or the risers as your student approaches the stage. As one class prepares for their photos on the south side of the stage, we would ask the next class to begin to prepare for their awards on the north side of the stage, alphabetically as listed in your program. As a reminder, I would encourage all families to stay for the entire awards program and help us recognize all the academic excellence at our school. After the senior recognition photo, we will complete the evening with our drawing for 6 $250 scholarships, one given away to a member of the 10th and 11th grade, and 4 scholarships to members of the senior class. And you must be present to win. We are very fortunate this evening to have one of our own Blue Jays speaking to our community. Our speaker is a senior at the University of Kansas, studying African American Studies with minors in both political science and German. She has served as an on-campus senator, served as chair of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, and currently serves as student body president of the university. She has also interned for the Kansas legislature and has even studied German language and culture abroad. She is heavily involved in the Black Student Union and is an active member in Zeta Phi Beta sorority. Her awards include winning the KU Alumni Association's Excel Award and Black Alumni Impact Award, and she currently resides on the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences Dean's List. One of her biggest priorities for her term is working to make every student's experience at KU meaningful while emphasizing the importance of inclusivity and affordability. Her biggest project right now is finding a new home for the Center for Sexuality and Gender Diversity. She's definitely a leader who seeks to make large impacts with her skill set. While attending Junction City High School, she states that she has many lasting memories, particularly from her AP Language and AP Literature classes with Mrs. Torres-Wigton. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Blue Jay alumni from the class of 2016, daughter of Mary Brantley, Miss Tiara Floyd.
Everyone, thank you, Ms. Sharp. So I just want to give the parents come together not only to make the event happen, but also have gained a seat. It's been 4 years since I've sat in those seats. It's a very long time ago. But I know the hard work just that each and every one of you deserve it, and I am proud as well as everyone else in this room is proud of you. I want to thank Ms. Sharp for having me and you all as well, and I want to give a special thanks to my mother who has helped me through my entire life, through my college graduate in May as the so I just so as a student body president, there is a lot of list hiring. It's very long, 12 to 15-hour days, and now I finally understand probably what it's like to be a parent or a teacher when you have people that don't listen to you all the time. So I definitely want to give a shout out to you all that have to deal with co-op. But as I was asked to be here, I wondered, what is my speech going to be about? How do I connect to high schoolers who think they know everything and parents who are probably like, age, what is she possibly going to tell me about? And one thing, not only in my life as a college student, but also as being student body president, and especially the first woman of color student body president at KU, is not just the basic, but honesty with yourself. So failing and being honest with it. So failure is something that we don't ever want to admit. I can look around the room and I probably see who have worked but something that self about in high school was failing. I always and probably like the end of the world, harder, and be better the next time. And then what would happen next time? Probably I probably still wouldn't reach running and trying to that has stayed with me for my term in my life, but instead I've decided times I'm not it's okay. What I've learned the most about failure and honesty is honest with about when I haven't met my ex. That's I think especially with the students here, we put a lot of stress on ourselves to be the best. I mean, you're here, I can only imagine the hard work. The college student myself, probably over 60 hours a week of work, graduate level classes sometimes to take. I understand that it can be stressful and that you always want to try to please someone. But of course, the truth is you're not always going to achieve. Past it is just to be honest. You're not always going to make it. You're not always going to get an A on the next test. You're not always going to but the key is to be honest with yourself about those failures. And that's probably hard. I mean, how many of you are that's good. So we're getting somewhere. But when you're honest about your failures, you understand
where to go next then. Not only does it make for a really great interview question, but you're able to grow. You're able to become the next. Particularly on my staff to do things and to achieve goals. Procrastinate. It's a look at academia. They're not it, and then all of a sudden you have students that either aren't passing classes or not making the grades, and we're just brushing them off to the next level. I think there's levels to honesty. Yes, as a student, you probably did wait the night before to write the essay. Be honest with yourself in that. But also, faculty and teachers in here, I'm not excluding you from this conversation either. Let's be honest about why students aren't making grades, or let's be honest about why maybe they're bored in class. You know, let's reflect in ourselves. And when you're honest about your failures, you're honest about your mistakes, you're able to do a little self-reflection. How can I be better? How can I grow from this? It's so easy to be honest about, okay, yeah, I got like a C on the test or whatever, like it's cool. But what does that say about me and about myself? It's so easy to brush it off onto the teacher. Oh, everyone failed that class, Mom. Everyone failed the test. I know some of you here have said that. Or it's easy to be in the teacher's position and say, well, that student just doesn't work. They don't do the work. So I'm just gonna wait, I'm just gonna let them go and kind of accept it as that. And that's not okay, because you're brushing the blame off onto someone else. You're not being honest of the problems that you are probably admitting from your own self. Of course, I understand that there are other factors outside of, just you doing the work. Of course, there's home factors, there's life, there's emergencies. I completely understand that. But I'm talking about when we don't achieve our goals, or we're not doing things to the best of our abilities, and then we're brushing it off and putting it off to the next person and saying, well, that's just how things are. And I'm here to tell you that that's not how things are. In my role, and as Principal Sharp said, one of my biggest things that I want to accomplish is finding a home for the Center of Sexuality and Gender Diversity. I know what it's like to not have a home on campus as a marginalized student, and I want people in the LGBTQ+ community to have that permanent home. So you know what I did? I fought and I fought and I fought for that to happen. There were moments where I was left out of meetings. My opinion was taken as something that didn't matter. Something that was said in September was taken as the student voice, and I said, no, it's not at all what happened. The student voice changes, students' needs change, and I need to be in those rooms. If I hadn't done that, and I just said, well, it's just how the administration works, they don't want any students in the room, blah, 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 just go on to the next thing, I wouldn't be securing funding for the center, and it wouldn't be being built out in May. It's because I reflected on, and trust me, there were those times and those nights where I said, maybe I am failing. Maybe this isn't going to get done. It's whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. there were those nights, and I stopped and I reflected and I said, what am I doing? Why am I not pushing harder? Why am I not pushing myself to reach these goals? And trust me, it's a lot harder, it's a lot easier said than done, but that's when you have to be honest within yourself. You have to be honest and look yourself in the mirror, because that is the biggest challenge you're going to face, is yourself. The tests, the teachers, the students, it's not going to matter, I'm going to be honest with you, in a few years. And that's something I didn't believe while sitting in these seats. I said, well, no, my GPA is going to matter, I need to get the best. Everyone is going to be looking at me at the university, and I need to be the best. Trust me, no one cares. You show up on Monday at 8 a.m. in pajamas. There's 3 other people in the class right along with you. But the point of that was just, no one is going to take the initiative to change things unless you are the person to do that. And to do that, you have to be honest about your failures. And to take initiative, you need to be honest that you failed. It's very easy to say, well, okay, I got an 81, I wanted a 90, so the next time so I don't fail, I'll just say, I'll just get an 80 and that's fine. No, because you're settling for less. You know you can reach that 90. You know that you can probably even get higher than that. But by setting your expectations lower, you're causing yourself not to fail. And students, as any other adult in this room will probably tell you, and probably has told you, failure is a part of life. It's inevitable. You're going to have to deal with it one way or another. Now, it doesn't always have to be school-based. It can be work-related. It can be maybe you just didn't hit a PR, in your sports team. But it's going to happen. And the best thing to do is to reflect and grow from that. You can sit and you can whine about everything, but if you're not honest and looking at yourself in this, then you're not going to grow. You're going to be the same person that's getting an 80% on every test and just going through the motions, and you're not going to be happy at all. The reason why I'm here on the stage is because I refuse to let myself become someone who was okay with being mediocre. I refuse to let anyone tell me how I should talk, how I should act, how I should present myself in order to please the masses. Because that would be failing myself if I did that. I decided I have this goal, I'm going to reach it. And I worked for it. And I got it done. And now I'm here on this stage saying the same things to you. And within my role as president, I'm meeting with chancellors, I'm meeting with the Board of Regents, so I'm meeting with the people that kind of control the everyday life in academia. I'm controlling $22 million in a budget. I'm controlling a 10-person staff. I'm controlling over 100 senators who look up to me in what I do. I'm in the spotlight a lot. There's a lot of articles about what I do wrong. There's also a lot of articles about what I do right. There's always critics. So trust me when I say I understand that failure can be hard. It can be tough. And for me, it seems like failure is kind of always in the spotlight, that there's always something wrong and never anything right. But then what I do is I reflect, I sit down, and I say, okay, let's start this again then. Let's push a little bit harder to get through whatever it is I failed. In September, I was probably at my lowest in my job, where I was this close to leaving, because I felt I had let people on my staff down. I felt like I didn't protect them in the way I should have, I didn't fight for them in the way that I should have, and so, therefore, I didn't belong here. I didn't belong as the president, I didn't belong in power, I just didn't belong. I was very close to leaving my post, actually, and I told my chief of staff, my vice president, I said, this is probably the biggest failure of my life. I can't go on like this, like I have to leave, because there's someone way better outside of here, or outside of me, that can do this job. There's someone that can succeed in the way that I'm not succeeding right now. And they had to look me in the eye and say, nope, You're here for a reason. You're here for a reason. And they're right, I am here for a reason. But what I also had to do was sit down and say, okay, why do I feel like I failed? You know, what goal didn't I reach? Why do I feel like just because I failed, I'm no longer good enough? I'm no longer able to do this? Why is it when I fail, I want to give up automatically instead of trying harder the next time? And it's because, honestly, of how I viewed myself in high school, probably the most formative years of anyone's life, and that if I didn't, you know, do something great the first time, then it just wasn't worth it the next time. And so that created an adult that was just kind of easy to give up with things that if I wasn't perfect, then it wasn't worth it. But in September, I was finally able to look at my staff and say, you know, I'm sorry that I failed you in this way. I can do 100% better. And the thing is that when I was honest with myself about that failure, they came to me and said, Terry, you didn't fail at all. And that's kind of another facet of failing, is that when you're honest within yourself, you're going to realize that things aren't as big as you think they are. They're not as, it's not the end of the world as you think it is. People are probably going to look at you and say, no, you're doing pretty good. I mean, my mom can probably attest how many phone calls I called her, 11 o'clock at night, I can't do this anymore, I gotta leave, I don't want to even be at the school, I have got to go. And she said, no, Tiara, you're doing a lot more than 21-year-olds are doing. You're succeeding a lot higher and a lot farther than your peers. And I'm still like, nope, I gotta go, gotta leave, gotta skedaddle. She was like, nope, you're still here, you're 21 years old, you have literally all this power, you're traveling, you're speaking at conferences, people are looking up to you. And then I had to sit with that and think. Why was it that my failures were the end of the world? Why was it that I viewed myself as this person who needed to be perfect all the time? And then I realized, yes, I am succeeding a lot higher than my peers are. I mean, who else knows a 21-year-old with $22 million to control? Who knows a 21-year-old that has to talk for 25,000 students? Who knows a 21-year-old who has to meet with the Board of Regents once a month and explain why higher education is important? Who knows a 21-year-old that has to fly to DC for a week and lobby on behalf of higher education institutions? This isn't all about me, it's about you. And so I had to take that and realize, you're right, these small little bumps in the road aren't failures, or they might feel like it, but I had to reflect to myself and say, it's okay that it's a little bumpy right now, it's okay that this kind of feels like the end of the world, but how do I look inside myself and figure out, how do I move past this? How do I grow from it? And I know this sounds really repetitive, but it's just to get that kind of indoctrinated into your mind that failure's okay. It's okay to fail, it's okay to be wrong, it's okay to not be right all the time. It's okay that your grade or your test was a little bit lower. It's okay that a student might not get things right away. It's okay that your boss yelled at you. Like, it's fine. But you can't take that failure as the end of the world. You can't take that failure as something that you're just gonna brush aside, lower your expectations so that you're able to meet these lower expectations and not getting the best of your potential. And so, to my students in the room, you probably didn't listen to a word I just said, but it's okay. I was 17 once, I understand. But just know that you have the power to do a lot of things, that your voice matters. If you feel like maybe administration isn't listening to you, or a teacher isn't listening to you, and that's probably maybe why you're failing, or why don't be afraid to say to the teacher, hey, this isn't working for me, I need something different, I need, I learned this certain way. Because if you just constantly lower your expectations, you're going to reach a point where you're just going through the motions and you're not going to be happy. To the faculty in the room, don't be afraid to admit that you're wrong. I've met a lot of professors in my time that think that everything they're doing is right, and it's just the students that are falling behind. Or it's just the students that don't care, that every generation is just, always on our phones and we don't pay attention in class. But that's not always true. Look at why your students aren't succeeding. Look at why some of them aren't here right now. I mean, I have always been in this gym at this time, but I know that there were peers of mine that deserve to be here too. Let's ask why the entire school is in this auditorium or this gym right now. Is it always the student? To the staff, and this is very similar to the students, but empower yourself. Think about maybe why a student is constantly in trouble, or why someone isn't listening, or why, a faculty member or an administrative member isn't listening to you. Don't cower, don't lower your expectations, empower yourself. And know that your voice matters as well. And that, honestly, in my time, I've realized that staff members, the counselors, the secretaries, they're the people that get a lot of the work done. They're the people kind of on the ground, looking at these real life situations and looking students in the face while they're maybe in a crisis and helping them through that before it even reaches the top administration, before it even reaches a teacher. You all have power as well. And to the parents in the room, you probably didn't listen to a word I just said, but that's okay. But think about maybe why your student is acting this way, or maybe why your child is not listening, or you maybe think that they're failing under your terms. Because I promise you, when something like that is said or thought, people can feel off that energy. They can feel that something is wrong. So listen to your students. And also, it's okay to fail as a parent sometimes. You're not always going to be perfect. That's fine. But look inside yourself of where did things go wrong? How can I help my 14 to 17-year-old grow into an adult human being? Because it's hard out here. It's crazy. It's wild. We all know that. But they don't. And that's okay. And so I don't want to take a lot of your time, so I'm going to just close with this. Hopefully you got something out of it. But the one thing I hope you take out of all of this is to be honest with yourself and be honest of when you fail. Because one, you'll have a really great interview question for a job when they ask when you fail. Boom, you don't even have to think about it. And then two, you're able to grow into a better person, a better citizen, a better leader for people, and to the students in the room. I hope in 4 years, the seniors, 2020, I hope to see you back up here at this podium. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dan Kirkpatrick, and I am the President of the Fine Arts and Human Services Department, and I get the privilege of announcing the Sophomore Award Ceremony So if we can get all the sophomore students to come over to this side of the podium and line yourselves up alphabetically. You guys about ready? Whoever it is first can step up a little closer. Yeah, as I read your name, guys, just go ahead and step up right behind, right at the bottom. Step straight. Okay, go. I'd also like to say that it's a privilege to be up here with our Academy Principal, Mr. Doug Sully. So I'm going to do the best I can with these names. There's some really interesting names here. I'll try not to butcher too many of them. Our first student is Oscar Alcantara. Victoria Alessandrini. Katie Beamer. Sophia A. Brooke Benjamin. Kaden Boatman. Kylie Brown. Madison Burke. Murin Burkett. Chelsea Clark. Michaela Cole. Alexander Critton. Evan Crumpton. Liliana Cruz. Kaylee Cunningham. Madison Sinova. Andrea Davis. Dugan Dennison. Hayden Dieselkamp. Jay Dieselkamp. Charity Dustin. Bradley Easterday. William Easterman. Lilani Eddington. Cassidy Eshelman. Elijah Evans. Emma Purcell. Reagan Fowler. Tamrion Gibbs. Aiden Gold. Abner Gonzalez. Ashlyn Harbaugh. Jada Davis, or Harris, I'm sorry. Francisca Hartel. Alicia Hayes. Andrea Hippolito. Sydney Howard. Jordan Hunt. Jonas Husky. Avery Jacobson. Claire Jetter. Janae Jones. Elizabeth Joy Kepta. Samaria Lamazon. Jennifer Larea Acosta. Ryan Lee. Maribel Lozano. Ishmael Marte. Asia McCormick. Raven McKinney. Jada Navas. Hayden Perusic. Judah Peterson. Ryan Pham. Sarah Grace Pilling. Janelle Ramirez. Robert Riddle. Ethan Rodriguez. Amaya Rohan. Jorge Rosario Sepi. Got that one right, he's on here. Victor Sanchez. Akasha Schlitt. Angela Shearmeyer. Grant Schrader. Alexandra Smith. Kaya Sparks. Reagan Sport. Sierra Stage. Aaliyah Stites. Melanie Ty. Joanne Tuala. Davario Torres. Brinley Van Way. Yanalik Velez Santiago. Helena Venegas. Shane Volker. David Weiss. Emily Wolf. And Kate Wood. All right, well, those were the award winners of the sophomore class.
Gladys Achiampong. Aisha Ackerson. Patrick Allen. Jaylee Apodaca. Jada Askew. Haley Byer. Jalen Bell. Victoria Benoit. Ida Brune Larson. Donovan Bryant. Marcelo Bussey. Hannah Butler. Melanie Cervantes. Daniel Chang. Timothy Davis. Chelsea Joan Dawson. Courtney Day. Shanti Delatorre. Jonathan Denard. Rose Earl. Riley Ellis. Jace Engel. Paige Fink. Jonathan Flores. Maya Foots. Carmen Freeman. Kaylee Garcia. Sierra Garner. Hunter Gaston. Sean Gogo. Tracy Grauberg. Nathan Green. Naisha Harris. James Hawkins. Arthur Hernandez. Kaylin Hess Burt. Ontarius Hill. Megan Hunt. Tajmahul Ikhlas. Jordan Irby. Jake Jackson. Anson Jacobson. Jordan Jenkins. Andrew Corey. Lauren Kim. Jamelia Lard. Brooke LaSure. Mindy Lechuga. Caitlin Levesque. Carlos Lozano. Jocelyn Luke. Brinley McTizick. Caden Miller. Neil Naputo. Elise Wynn. Kaylee Wynn. Janiyah Nicholson. Christopher Owens. Derek Pacheco Soto. Morea Payne Malave. Reagan Rawls. Alyssa Ramos. Adric Ray. Lucy Angelique Rivera Ramirez. Abigail Rosauer. Trinity Russell. Haley Sanderson. Raymond Santiago Flores. Annalise Santoro. Zachary Schnur. Alexander Seeley. Ashlyn Shea. Emma Slaughter. Haley Smith. Madison Stedman. Carly Stinson. Taylor Strickland. Zahira Tanaka. Setu Toala. Anna Torres. Neptali Vasicelli. Manuel Salvador Villamor. Jessica Welch. Chloe Welsh. Olivia White. Chloe Whitaker. Anicia Wright. Audrey Yates. Includes all the junior letter winners.
All right, seniors, let's go ahead and start lining up alphabetically. All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Emily Russell. I'm the Business Information Technology Academy Counselor, and here to present the Senior Awards with me tonight are Kate Harmison, Special Education Coordinator, and Melissa Sharp, Head Principal of Junction City High School. Annually, the University of Kansas recognizes the top 10% of students in a regional ceremony conducted in November. JCHS will be recognizing those 10% in conjunction with their academic letter. Those letters will be accompanied by the University of Kansas medallion. These honorees are recognized in your program. Savannah Adams. Joshua Allen. Joshua Alt, Kansas Honors Scholar. Gabriella Bierman, Kansas Honors Scholar. Nathan Buckland. Albert Kaba Demota. Leonides Calderon Alves. Christian Carter, Kansas Honors Scholar. Jason Chin, Kansas Honors Scholar. Nicholas Cope. Lenasia Kottner. Rebecca Davis. Courtney Olivia Dawson, Kansas Honors Scholar. Brittany Doan, Kansas Honors Scholar. Queen Domingo. Valerio Donatus, Kansas Honors Scholar. Riley Driscoll. Leah Duenas. Travis Duran. Emma Dustin. Haley Eshelman, Kansas Honors Scholar. Madison Escobar. Jenna Epsensheed. Latonio Fain. Nicole Figueroa. Eva Gayer, Kansas Honors Scholar. Erin Rose Benuelas, Kansas Honors Scholar. Kasha Gerard. Kaya Goggins, Kansas Honors Scholar. Brian Gonzalez, Kansas Honors Scholar. Joshua Grider, Jada Harris, Kansas Honor Scholar. Caitlin Hazlitt Brown, Adasia Holman, Luke Hughes, Kansas Honor Scholar. Zachary Ibrahim, Kayleanne Jankovic, Kansas Honors Scholar. Kashmaria Kashmir, Daniel Kim, Isabel Kaiser, Anna Page Lambert, Darren Lee, Alyssa Leon, Kansas Honors Scholar. Haley Long, Kansas Honors Scholar. Alexis Messer, Grace Mitchell, Holden Nicholson, Joel Nieves, Kansas Honors Scholar. Brianna Palmer, Kansas Honors Scholar. Florida Perez Freites, Richard Peterson, Cheyenne Porter, Kansas Honors Scholar. Clayton Pryor, Haley Ring, Kansas Honors Scholar. Alyssa Robinson, Adrian Robles, Carlos Rodriguez, Kansas Honors Scholar. Chase Ruffley, Connie Nicole Santos, Kansas Honors Scholar. McKenna Schneiderwind, Kansas Honors Scholar. Haley Souter, Brooke Swinby, Peyton Tabb, Kansas Honors Scholar. Taryn Tangway, Kansas Honors Scholar. Aaliyah Terrell, Kansas Honors Scholar. Royce Val. Hal Vieira Preston, Kansas Honors Scholar. Shelby Whaley, Kansas Honors Scholar. Soraya White, Kansas Honors Scholar. Miranda Wigden Torres. Adriana Wilson Rivera. Let's give them one more round of applause.
Mrs. Neal, would you like to join me on the stage? One more clap for those seniors. As they get back to their seats, I want to just acknowledge that 243 students were recognized this evening for maintaining a 3.5 GPA or higher for 3, 5, or 7 semesters of high school. I'd like to also take a moment to tell each and every one of you how proud I am of your work. Seniors, I look forward to spending the next 4 months with you, and I look forward to the highlight of seeing you receive your diplomas in May. That sounded like I really look forward to it, didn't it? Although tonight is about your accomplishments to this point, please know that watching you turn into an adult and impact the world, much like our guest speaker is doing in her current role at KU, it's the greatest professional joy that your teachers have and that I personally have as an educational leader. I don't take it for granted that this is the best part of my job. It's the best part of education, watching young adults turn into successful citizens. Best of luck to you all as you become the authors of your own life story. Keep working hard, keep pushing yourselves, keep allowing the staff to help you grow, and so that we can watch your long-term successes. Let's take one more time to congratulate them. The last thing we'll do this evening is draw for those scholarships. I've asked Miss Rena Neal, our board president, to help me draw. This is the sophomore bucket. Sophomores, get ready. Emily Wolf, come on down. We'd like to have you stand up on the stage. We're going to get your pictures. All right, juniors. Jessica Welch. Jessica, are you here? Jessica. Kaylee Wynn. Kaylee. I'm going to ask if you're going to split that with Jessica or not. All right, 4 seniors. 4 seniors. Queen Domingo, I know you're here. I saw you. Haley Souter. Come on down. Connie Santos. Connie? I don't. McKenna Schneidwin. McKenna. McKenna. Sure, she'll be at class tomorrow. Oh, she is here. Come on, let's clap for McKenna. She's here. Our last scholarship drawing tonight. At the conclusion of the drawing, you are free to take pictures, stay here as long as you want to. I want to thank everyone for coming and be safe getting home. Carlos Rodriguez, a fella. Where? He's not here? Oh, Carlos. Christian Carter. Christian. I'm just going to say Lenny Calderon Alves. All right, thanks for coming, Blue Jay Nation. Appreciate you.